Hey everybody, it's Troy at ScalerFab. We thought we'd give you another shop session and give you a little bit of a look into what we do on the daily and some of the cool tools and processes that we have. So today we're going to give you a rundown on our custom-made bending table. We do a lot of bending in the shop for trail bars and rear bumpers. Our pre-runner series has a lot of pieces that need to be custom bent. You know, using a hand bender or using a bender that's in a vise doesn't really allow you to get the consistency, you know, that we require to put out the quality parts. This bending table is basically allows you to do multiple bends in the same plane and keep everything so that it's all lined up. So, as you can see, it has a lot of scribble marks on it, and basically those are all things that we've marked on there so that we can basically put a piece of metal on here and bend it and make the pieces exactly the same, no matter if we do 2 or we do 100 of them. So, okay, so basically I've got a couple pieces here that are already pre-cut for our pre-runner full-size bumpers. And to show you how this works, we'll put a couple of these on the table. We'll line this up to the appropriate marks. We'll line up our bender and we'll bend it here to the mark on the table. Then we reverse it, and we'll actually add it to its other mark on the table. Make sure everything is flat on the table, and bend that one. So now we have this piece that's bent for a pre-runner front bumper. We'll throw another one on here just to show you how consistent it is. We'll put it on the same mark, bend it to the same place, and obviously line it up for the second alignment mark. Make sure everything is flat on the table. Bend it there. And when we put the two together, they end up the same.
Ready.
Okay, and now we'll show you how we do some of our longer work without pre-cut pieces. We'll just start something in here for like a pre-runner rear bumper. We'll make a 90-degree bend, just like such. And then we use these reference marks on the table to put marks where we need to trim these to make them the same, and also a mark where the bend ends. Now with that end mark, we can also put that up here to our pre-runner rear bumper mark. Line those two up, make sure we keep it flat on the table. Another 90-degree bend. Now to make sure that we get the same cut marks, we'll reverse this, slide it into the bender, and here we are making the same marks to trim it, and another reference mark for the end of the bend. Now I'll run this over to the saw real quick. And there we have a rear bumper section for a XJ pre-runner. We use the same process for doing roll bars, and with something like that we can do a TF2 roll bar, one of the first pieces here, and we'll literally just line this up. Once again, 90-degree bend. We'll make a reference mark where we want to trim this, and a reference mark for the end of this bend. Now we've already got stuff on here where we know we can actually bend this to 90 degrees, and we'll take this, flip it into the bender, and give it the same trim marks that we did on the other one, the same reference points, and then we'll end up being able to cut this and make a roll bar. And then just to give you guys an example of how consistent the parts turn out, I don't know if you can see or not how these two parts line up in the same plane, whereas if you were to use a hand bender, you'll end up with things that get skewed, and that just is no good for quality. what we're showing you today. Being able to do consistent quality bends, it'll allow you to make consistent quality parts.